Hello everyone, this is Sister Lindsay Celestine, Assistant Professor from the Department of Mathematics, St. Joseph's College of Arts and Science for Women. Okay, in this video we are going to see statistical hypothesis. Okay, statistical hypothesis is some statement, okay, after if we take the sample, okay, from the sample we will get the some information, okay. About the basis of the information, we have to characterize the population. Probably then we have give the some strong firm message about the population or the probability is called the statistical hypothesis. Okay, commonly the statistical hypotheses are two types. One is simple and another one is composite. Okay, if the statistical hypothesis, the population is completely specifies. Okay, if I take n values, then for the n values, if I take the n assumptions or n state, if I can say the n assumptions or n information about the population, then I can say that is simple statistical hypothesis. Then if I can't specify, okay, some only I can specify, more or less now I can't specify, means that is called composite statistical hypothesis. For example, if I have taken x1, x2, etc. xn is a random sample of size n from a normal population. From the normal population, I am taking a sample of size n that I have named it as x1, x2, etc. xn. Okay, normal population is there will be mu and variance. Okay, mean is mu and variance is sigma squared. Then the hypothesis, that is null hypothesis, we are sitting at h naught from mu equal to mu naught sigma square equal to sigma square naught. Okay, sigma naught square. Okay, for in this, if you see, mu means mu naught only. Sigma square means sigma naught square only. Okay, that is any mu or any sigma square. This is the value. This is simple hypothesis. But in this composite hypothesis, you see, okay, here mu means mu naught. Okay, but there is no any information about sigma square. Here sigma square equal to sigma square naught, sigma naught square, but there is no any information about mu. Okay, as well as here you see, one is equal, another one is less than. One is equal, another one is greater than. One is less than or another one is greater than. Okay, so some conflicts are there. So that is called composite statistical hypothesis. This is not completely specified. Okay, here also you see only mu has specified, sigma squared is not specified. Here sigma squared is specified, mu is not specified. Here sigma squared specified, mu is partially specified. Okay, so like this is completely, which is not completely specified, then that is called composite statistical hypothesis. Now this hypothesis we are going to test. After finding out the values, we have to test whether to accept two actions we have to do. Okay, whether to accept those answers or whether to reject those answers. These two action is called the hypothesis testing. Okay, first one is null hypothesis. First hypothesis means what? A definite statement about the population parameter. Okay, population parameter, for example, x1, x2, etc. xn. Okay, for each one, we are taking the population. For each one, we are giving a definite statement. For example, this is coffee, this is tea, and this is sugar. Okay, so I'm giving a statement. This is a sweet, this is sweet, and this is also sweet. Okay, so now we are coming to our null hypothesis. Such a hypothesis, which is usually a hypothesis of no significant difference, is called null hypothesis. Okay, coffee also is sugar, sweet, milk also sweet, and what is it? Sugar also sweet. There is no significant differences are there. So this is called a null hypothesis, and it is usually noted as H naught. Okay. and it is usually denoted as H naught. Okay. The null hypothesis is the hypothesis which is tested for possible rejection. Okay, if we take some assumption that is true, but there is a rejection, but there is possible to reject those assumptions, those true assessment. That is called null hypothesis. Okay, that is called null hypothesis. So the next one is alternative hypothesis. The name itself we have. The name itself we have. Okay, null hypothesis. Complementary of the null hypothesis is called alternative hypothesis. It is usually denoted by H1. Three types of alternative hypothesis are there. One is two-tailed alternative. That means both are not equal to. That means one is less than or greater than. Both are can be. Next to right-tailed. Right-tailed means mu naught is less than or sorry, mu greater than mu naught. Left tail means mu less than mu naught. Okay. Now we'll see the next one. Next one is critical region. Okay, critical region. The name itself, we have critical region, a region which is in a critical condition that we can tell. Okay, that means here you see critical region, also known as the rejection region. Okay, in a null hypothesis, we are finding out some values. Even if it is possible, we can reject those values. Okay, in the map, we have some points that are rejection. Okay, those set of values in some places, that region is called critical region. Okay, then the opposite region is called acceptance region. Sorry. This opposite region is called acceptance region, critical region, acceptance region. Okay, you see a critical region also known as the rejection region is a set of values for the test statistic for which the null hypothesis is rejected. Okay, that is, if the observed test statistic is in the critical region, then we reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternate hypothesis. Okay, now we are observe a test static. If it is in the critical region, that is in the region of rejection, where we have to reject some values. In that region, if that value is there, we can reject. Okay, then we can accept the alternative hypothesis. This is called a critical region. Now we can do two types of error in this testing of the hypothesis. Okay, the first type of error is rejecting the null hypothesis. Okay, that means that a null hypothesis what we are taking is true only, but in that case we are rejecting. That is called type 1 error. And if the null hypothesis is false, that assumption itself false, but in that case we are accepting that null hypothesis, then that is called type 2 error. Type 2 error. Thank you. These are the some basic definitions of the hypothesis. Okay, that means statistical hypothesis, testing of the statistical hypothesis. Thank you, dears.